Hello, this is Jordan Heng. I'm so excited for this second episode of Home Touring with Jordan. I'm going to showcase one of my lately pitched exclusive listing at Shah. Basically, we met this client through Kite, Rocky's girlfriend, that recommended our service to her. And over a meeting just 2 days ago, she granted us with a lot of trust on this exclusive. So I can't wait to show you the place. Let's go! This is it. Driving in, as you can see, the security is pretty tight, which is good. And most of the owners here bought land and built their house. Like this house, it was bought 10 years ago, built and designed as it is. So most of the owners here, as you can see when I was driving in, there's not many houses with gate and fence, which is good, right? So if you like some openness, non-claustrophobic kind of situation, this is one of the houses you want to check it out. Let's go. So being the corner bungalow, you get the extra land, full privacy, and definitely the open plan that you can enjoy inside out. So one thing I love is how the house is structured, where it's shown from the front to the back, where you can actually park a lot of cars and you can hold a party easily here with your family and friends. So here, as you can see, it's all about space, and more space. Basically, you can hold a party to entertain your family and friends just at your backyard. Imagine having your breakfast and having a cup of lovely tea at this veranda. So now let's check out the inside. This is it. Entrance with this shoe cabinet is one of my favorite parts. You can keep lots of shoes, and coming in here, whoa, one of the stunning things that we say that the living area and the dining area is the core of the family. This living room is something. Look at the double height ceiling, triple height ceiling in fact. So at this living space, we got all the little things like piano area and all the sofa layout that is so comfortable. You can imagine, you can entertain, you can have your family private times that is super nice. Alright, coming here on the first floor, there's 2 rooms, one of which is also my favorite space, is where the daughters actually plays music. You can sing karaoke and all this, but pay attention to the detail where they do all the soundproofing, lovely couch and setting where it's perfect for any entertainment basically. So one of my favorite features in this house is all the hallways and walkways in the house, which connects the different space, different functionality of the house. For example, the 2 chairs right below the staircase, so comfortable, and this space linking to the kitchen area. Pay attention to the little details like the stones and the wood, the marble, and according to the owner, this marble, when it was ordered, actually it was purposely ordered with a coding system where it gets all the grains that is connecting. As you can see, this doesn't happen for nowadays especially. Check out the dining. It offers you not only indoor, just right next to it is the terrace veranda that is sheltered. You can have your dining experience regardless of the weather. Here is linked to the dry and wet kitchen. This part I loved. Imagine that you can do your cooking right inside, the bar counter, all your wine, fridge and cabinets. The first thing first is always enough of space. It's very important for most of the housewives. While opening this, you can have all the fresh air while cooking and preparing your dishes and enjoying your entertainment at the same time. So let me show you the wet kitchen where we do all the heavy duties. Coming into this space, though it's heavy duties, one thing I want to tell you is both dry and wet kitchen are fitted with aircon. So you cook but you don't sweat, and you have all these fitted appliances that's very super well maintained, coming from oven, steamer, microwave, big fridge, cooker hood, and so on. So speaking of heavy duties, it's just next to the space where the laundry and the helpers area is, and I love what the owner did was super good space, not only for living but for the helpers to work on and to do all the laundries and ironing. So speaking of attention to details and the materials that's used by the owner, this is one thing that I love, looking up to this featured ceiling where the owners actually installed Swarovski crystal lights. You don't need to go out to grace the sky anymore, and just at your staircase itself. And what I want to highlight is that these little details that the owner had bring so much energy that I can feel in this house, connecting from downstairs to upstairs. Second living area on top. I love the way it's structured and designed, where you continue the indoor and outdoor living not only from downstairs but from here itself. So imagine having your cocktails and tea sessions right up here. I love the way that all the houses here design is they don't face each other, and you got all the privacy from all the bedrooms or the living area. Alright, coming into this most sacred and romantic space of the house. A lot of people say that you don't have to have two huge master, but this master I love, where it's actually having the enough space where you have sitting area, your side tables that is very comfortable at both sides, as well as a little bit TV and cabinet space with sitting area. Coming in, right here, large wardrobe space is always never enough, but here we have two panels leading next to your bath area. So this bath is fully equipped with jacuzzi bath, standing shower, and the space, the study area. This study actually is catered with a bathroom just next door. You can actually close up this area. It could be a bedroom by itself. Alright, coming here, these two bedrooms is actually identical in size, and in fact all the fittings are similar. The owner have two children, so if you have two children, it's just nice, no fighting. And coming here, this Jack and Jill bathroom actually is perfect for the sharing, two sinks, again, no fighting. Hey, wow, so we finally finished the walkthrough of the house. Now it's the fun time. Let's rate the place. Location. I will give it a 4-star. So coming in here, the east part of KL is definitely a distance. It took us about 40 minutes to come from Empire City. But Shah Alam Expressway actually connect it straight away, where once you exit from the highway, you don't have to go through a lot of small and congested possibly, and you can come straight to this estate. So I think this upcoming area, where in the east, is actually a place where you could consider if, let's say, you're in around this vicinity. Actually, I love the fact that here got this open concept, a team by the developer. Unfortunately, in Malaysia, a lot of owners don't follow. This is a very lovely owner that did that, but not necessary for all the neighbors. But actually, if you look at that, it's not affecting directly to you, so it's really individual. Facilities. One of the small things, especially for the earlier phase, is that you do have some terrace and some other mix of landed here, so that actually may turn some of the audiences or some of the people off. But because that this place actually built a facilities where you give you an awesome swimming pool. Speaking of amenities, there's tons of shops around. I mean, Shah Alam and Klang is one of the popular places for bak kut teh and all the food places, right? So yeah, I think amenities is pretty good here. I would rate this a 4-star. Design and space. So if you're looking for something super ultra modern, of course this is a house that's over 10 years. But maybe what we can look at is the fact that the way that this older house is structured, how the layout and the structure is actually using something that is not so easy to outdate it. So I would say I'll rate it a 4-star. So if you appreciate openness, this is for you. Speaking of design, one point to note is a lot of places, a lot of homes are designed based on look, but here we are looking at practicality, and it's something that is durable. It's just like, your branded things or branded cars. If let's say you're willing to invest into something of a certain value, you tend to have a holding that is actually quite handsome. Alright, so speaking of valuation return, we're definitely looking at what is the current market is, right? I would strongly recommend this place is for long-term holding. You could look at investing this and hold it for over 5 years, and you will appreciate at least looking at about 4 to 5% per year. So what we're looking at now is actually a very good question. I'll look at the fact that the material costs actually increased quite tremendously globally and locally. So with this house that, although it's over 10 years, like I said, but because of the material that's chosen was good quality materials, and when you refurbish or you just touch up, actually it will bring up a superb value. And with this price tag, where it's put on this property, I would say I'll give a 5 star. So in sum, this is a place for home buyers that you want to buy for your own stay. Quite suitable for extended family actually, because with the number of rooms at 6 bedrooms and above, still got this space of garden that you can easily put in your pool and other functions that is catered for the family, barbecue and so on. I would say if you buy for long-term holding, this is for you. Everyone deserves a space. Wow, I just can't have enough. See you next time.